Hi, ladies. I am so excited today for us to get to know Lindsey a little bit more. Lindsey is the owner of Cozy Cabin, which is where we are staying for the Transcend Running Retreat this year. And I'm so excited to talk to her to learn a little bit more about her. So, hi, Lindsey. Thanks for joining us.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. This is going to be so fun.
Yeah, I'm so excited just to learn more about you and for the ladies just to learn more about just the heart of the cabin. So tell us a little bit about yourself and just a little bit about maybe how the cabin even just came to be.
Yeah. So I'm Lindsay. I'm married to my husband, John. We have two little girls and we live in the Indianapolis area. And we got started with our first cabin, which is actually Cozy Bear, in 2019. And it was already a rental. So we snatched it up and started with that cabin and loved it. And so we wanted to add more. My husband's actually a real estate agent. And so that makes it a little bit easier to go see properties. And he has an awesome eye for what could be in a lot of properties. So for Cozy Pines, the cabin that you all will be staying at for your retreat, we needed to have a little bit of a vision for it. For us, it was a little, it just needed some work. And so my husband has an awesome eye for like, hey, I know it looks like this now, but what it could be is awesome. And the property is great and the bones are good. And so we bought it last year and kind of revamped it. And yeah, it kind of is gorgeous and beautiful and is our favorite of the two as far as location goes. I mean, you're out in the woods and it's just beautiful. But my background is actually in dental hygiene, which is kind of funny. I just retired this year to manage the cabins and stay home with our two little girls full time. So that's kind of what I did for the last 10 years until the cabins got busy. And so yeah, I'm retired now and just managing the cabins, which I love to be able to devote all my time and attention to that.
Yeah, and I just want to congratulate you on all of that because it's a big, exciting thing for you as kind of, an investment like entrepreneur in a sense
Mhm.
for your two babies to really take off. So that's really exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So you mentioned that when you guys bought Cozy Pines, like it was kind of this, it had to be this vision. And so tell us a little bit about just some of the things that maybe when you walked in, maybe, because it sounds like you are not the vision mind person, which I am the same way. I can't see what could be. And my husband's the
Yes.
vision. So tell us a little bit about like some of the things that you were able to do once you were able to kind of buy into that vision aspect, because I love that that's a piece of your story because visualizing is part of our theme this year. So talk to us a little bit about just how you were able to trust that vision and step into that vision to create what you want in that space.
Yeah, so I lean on John a lot for that. That's my husband. Since he sees houses all day long, every day, he knows what things look like now does not mean that that's how they're going to be. And so we walked in and I was like, ooh, we drove up and I was in love. I mean, you'll see when you go, even the roads back to it, and then you turn up the gravel drive and you're just like, yes, this is where I want to be. So initially I was like, amazing, love it, we're buying it. And then we walked in and I was like, don't know if I can do it. They had in the kitchen, sometimes I do before and afters, in the kitchen they had a humongous shelf, and it was a thing that everybody left their liquor bottles up there, and so there's just like liquor everywhere there. It's like real, it feels like a dungeon in the kitchen, which I love to cook. And so for me, I was like, I don't know, babe. And he's like, listen, we just take out that shelf, we take those off, so he had
Yeah.
new light fixture, new. So we really talked it through. I lean on him. I'm like, all right, because I do like to design, but sometimes my mind is overwhelmed when I first see it. And
Yeah.
so he's like, hey, it's all right. We got this. This is what we can do. I'm like, yeah, all right, we can do that. So the bones were awesome. We just took down some clutter type stuff, opened it
Mhm.
up, added some new light fixtures, new linens and bedding. I'm a big linen person, so our linens are really important to me.
Yeah.
Um, And so, and people appreciate that. I've had some reviews
Yes.
that they're like, oh, you have the same linens we have at home, or like, these are so nice. So added new linens. That was the major thing, was just lighting and
Mhm.
linen and redecorating. But and the floors, were in the process of, the upstairs floors are done. So the floors, I was like, I don't know. He's like, you just have to sand them and restain them. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of the work when we bought the place, and then we're kind of chipping away at those last minute little details. But yeah, those are the big things that he talked me through as we walked in, to kind of
Yeah.
calm me down.
Yeah. And, visualizing is such a challenging process because it's, our mind does get overran by okay, but this is what I see. How can it be, the other thing? And so I love that you were able to really trust in that vision that you saw and just change the minor things. And I love that you talk about
Mhm.
the lighting because that's one of the things that's so cozy, but it's so like bright and airy. And there's this beautiful sunroom that is just like the perfect place to have like a morning coffee or tea or read or just relax. And part of, the Transcend Running Retreat is that we get time to do that. I've been to many retreats and they're great, but a lot of them are super packed. So you don't get a lot of time to relax. And so an intention is that, women get to come and they get to sit out on the deck. They get to sit in the sunroom. They get to have coffee, wherever they want. And I love that the cabin allows them to do that. So, if I could maybe ask you, what's your favorite part of the cabin that we will be staying in for the retreat?
I can't answer that with just one thing. So I'm going to give you my list that I love.
Sure, go ahead. I love it.
Uh, one is just the setting. Like I said, when you drive up, we're from Indy, so we're not that far away, but you feel like you're somewhere else. You feel
Mhm.
like you're in Tennessee. You feel
Yeah.
like you're just disconnected from the busyness of life. And so one of my favorite things to do is just to walk up on the front porch and to just turn around and hear just birds. That's it.
Mhm.
Just birds. And so that's one of my favorite things when I first get there, to just take in the quiet, and like to put in my mind, like, I'm unplugged. I'm away from it all,
Yeah.
and I can unplug and relax. So that's one. Obviously the hot tub on the back deck is a crowd favorite.
Yes.
It's brand new and gorgeous, and you're just sitting there surrounded by nature, which it doesn't get more peaceful than that. So that, and then inside the house, I love just all that you were talking about, giving your women time to go do what it is they love, drink coffee, read, journal. I don't know what that looks like for all of you guys,
Mhm.
but there's so many cozy little spots in the cabin
Yes.
that you can get away and do that. So there's a sunlight upstairs with a like reading chair that's velour. It's
Yes,
super
it's so
cozy.
pretty.
That's one of my favorite reading spots. In the bedroom on the main floor, there's a settee that's super sweet, that you can kind of lay out and journal. And then, of course, the back deck has all kinds of seating. Down by the fire pit has lots of Adirondack seating. So I just love all those. You can be with a bunch of people, but the cabin allows space for you to totally get away from everybody if you need to. So
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite things about it as well.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even wait. It's going to be so great. And, as you're watching this, ladies, I really, challenge you to just kind of like close your eyes, think of that and experience it because it is like, pulling up and being somewhere else and being able to disconnect, for that 4 days, which is really the intention. So that's so exciting. Well, thank you for sharing a little bit about your story, a little bit about your heart for the cabin. Where can women follow you if they want? Obviously, I'm sharing a bunch of pictures of the cabin and I'm reposting things you're posting because you do such a great job. But where could women get in touch with you or follow you to see more of kind of the intimate ins and outs of the cabin?
Yeah, so the best way to do that is follow us on social media. We have Instagram and Facebook at Cozy Cabins IN. We have another cabin, so you'll see Cozy Pines and Cozy Bear. Cozy Pines, the one y'all are staying at, so that would be the one they want to hone in on. But we post on our stories a lot, just like behind the scenes and different videos. We have little highlights where you can click on Cozy Pines, and it'll kind of run you through a bunch of different pictures that maybe not be on our feed. So, and then if they have any questions for me or any questions about details about the cabin that they're going to be staying at, they can DM me on Instagram or message me on Facebook. And then the link to our website that has both cabins is in our profile on Instagram as well. So if they want to go see, I know some people like to look at the Airbnb listing and like read all the details of where
Yeah.
rooms are and how it's situated. They can do that too.
Yes, great. And I will, when I edit this video, I'll link all that below the video and in the video so people can connect to you. Thank you so much, Lindsey. We're so excited to stay in your beautiful cabin in September.
Thank you so much.